Hello everyone, welcome. So today I will be discussing the dissection of the hibiscus flower, and I will be drawing the floral diagram as well as I will be writing down the floral formula. So this is an hibiscus flower. Okay. So I am talking about an hibiscus flower. Hibiscus flower. So in this, see, we have got, this is the apicalyx that we have. This is the calyx, this is a sepal, and this is an extension, and this is the apicalyx that we have. The red ones are the petals. Then we have a single lobed stamen which is there. See, this is the stamen that we have. So many of stamens, and above this five that you see, the red one, that is the stigma. So now I will be going ahead and I will be dissecting the flower, and with that I will be writing the floral formula. So see, I said you this is the apicalyx. So hibiscus, if you see the plant, there is a bract which is present, which is an leaf. So when the flower is there, the hibiscus flower is growing over here. So say the hibiscus flower is growing over here, then you will have, there here there is a leaf. Okay, there's a growth of the leaf that is happening here. So this particular leaf that is happening here, as you have seen in the previous diagram that we have, so the leaf that is happening here, this is known as a bract. Okay, so this is a bract. So there is a bract in the front, so I will write bract in the front. Then after that, what will be done with this bract? There I need to find, there is apicalyx. So how many apicalyx is there? So if I count 1, so I'm counting the apicalyx, just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 apicalyx. So I can put epic 6. Epic 6. So apicalyx, there are 6 apicalyx. So I have put an epic 6. Then after that, what do I have? After having it as epic 6, now I have got the sepal. Okay, the calyx. But before that, I need to know what kind of flower it is. Okay, what kind of flower it is. So it is basically, it's symmetry of the flower. You see, I can divide the flower on any axis. So it is basically an actinomorphic flower. So I'm writing it as actinomorphic flower. This is how I write actinomorphic flower. Okay, and then after that, what else do I need? After having it as actinomorphic flower, I will write how many calyx do I have. So how many, okay, before that I will write the sexual. So this is having both stamen and stigma, so it is a bisexual flower. So it is a bisexual flower. Okay, so I have written it is a bractate. Remember, it is a bractate. So bractate, I have placed it as BR. Okay, then I have also said there is an apicalyx, and there are 6 apicalyx, which I stated as epic 6. Then I said it is an actinomorphic. So it has got radial symmetry. So I have stated it as actinomorphic. Then I have said it is bisexual. Bisexual, I have presented it as bisexual flower. And then after that, what do we have? We can say about the calyx which is present. I will know the corolla which is present. Corolla which is present. And then after that, I will talk about the androecium. and gynoecium. Okay, so calyx is represented by K, corolla C, androecium A, and gynoecium G. So now I will find out how many calyx do we have. So now I am trying to split out this. I am going to split out this particular epicalyx. Okay. So epicalyx, you see, it is fused. It is not free. It is fused. You see, it is joined. So I will be putting a bracket over here. So epicalyx is fused. Okay. So epicalyx, there are 6 epicalyx which is fused in this particular flower that is there in my hand. So I am taking out and I will be removing the calyx. So while to remove the calyx, what do? I will make a small incision. I am having the needle in my hand. So I am making a small incision and I am taking it out. So there is a small incision. We can use a blade. So we have to be very careful that we don't harm the petal. Okay, so I have made a small incision. Just check. So I am making a small incision. So I have done this. Okay, so I am just going to remove the calyx very carefully. So do not harm the epicalyx. If it's not getting removed, I can take the help of my needle to get it removed. So you see, I have removed my calyx. So this is my calyx. So how many calyx do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my calyx. I am noting it here. Calyx. Okay. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 which is fused. So if I write calyx, I will write fused 5. So that is what I am writing here. Calyx fused 5. Now I am talking about the petal. So when I talk about the petal, if you see the petals, they are in twisted. See, the petals are twisted. They are free. Their estivation is valvate, but they are twisted. So what is their estivation? If I talk about the estivation, so corolla is it is valvate estivation and twisted. So they are twisted. Okay, so I am trying to remove the corolla one by one. So they are not fused, so I can remove it one by one because they are not fused. So first I'll just loosen the corolla a bit so that I do not harm the androecium and the gynoecium. So you see, it is the petal that we have, it is fused with the stamen. So whenever I am writing about the corolla and the androecium, I will give, because it is linked, I will give a arrow like this. So now I am trying to remove it out slowly. In this flower. Fine. So this is my corolla that I have. This is my corolla that I have. Okay. So here I have got the petals. So there are 5 petals. So I can write C5. As it is free, I will just put C5. Now I have got the androecium. This is the stamen. So you see, so if I have to remove the stamen out, hold this part of the stigma and then make a small incision without harming the stigma. So here, from here, if I have from down, I can just pull it up till the end, and I've made the incision, and this is one of the best way without harming the stigma you can be taking out. So I'm just taking out the stigma. So you see, these are the anther that I've just collected now. This is the anther. So just see here. I hope you are able to see the anther. So here you have the anther. Okay. So in the anther you can see. I'll place it over here. Fine. Next, I'm just trying to remove out the stigma. Fine. By having a small incision. So you see the androecium, there are infinite number is there. It's like infinite number of androecium, infinite number of pollens are there. So I can always write it as there is infinite androecium that is there. So whenever I take out this androecium, I need to be very careful. I don't harm the ovary, or the white portion that you see is the style. I need to be very careful that I don't harm the style, because style is very sensitive, would soon break out. So here. Okay. So see, I have taken off my style. This is my androecium that I have taken out here. So this is my androecium. So here in the stamens, if I see the stamens, this is the staminal tube that I have, and this is the anther, and herein I have the style and stigma. See, this is where I have the stigma which is there. This is the stigma. There are 5 stigma. So as I said, androecium, it is infinite, whereas the stigma, so androecium is infinite. And what about the gynoecium? Gynoecium, you see, the ovary is above. The ovary is above. So I can say gynoecium is superior ovary. And there are 5 stigma which is present. See, 5 stigma that is present here. There are 5 in number. So this is a stigma. So 5 stigma that is present. So that is again fused. So in the bracket. So I can always write is that androecium is infinite and superior ovary I have 5 fused. So this is, now when I try to draw the floral diagram, I also need to understand what kind of ovary does it have. So to know what kind of ovary does it have, I can remove this epicalyx zone. I can remove the epicalyx zone, and then after that I can just have a cross section of the ovary. Okay, so let me just have a cross section of the ovary. Okay, so to have a cross section of the ovary, I will be taking the stigma, holding it up, and I will be just cutting this with a blade. So if I cut this with a blade, I can find out what kind of ovary it is there. So more, a bit more. So though I am able to see, I don't know whether you all are able to see or not. Just check, are you able to see? It's kind of visible, right? So you see there is a symmetric form of ovary. So you see here we have one, two, three, four, five lobes are there. Okay, so based on this, based on that, what we saw right now, if I have a closer view of the ovary, if it is made visible to you, so hope you can see it. So now based on this we will try to draw the floral diagram. Okay, so these are the ovules that you have. So here what you see, these are the ovules. If I have another cross section, I will be able to show you. So you see here the ovules are there. So the ovules are there. So you can have it here, the ovules. So let me just increase it a bit so that it is made clear to you. Okay, so you can see the ovules. So the ones over here are the ovules. So here you have the ovules, you see. So these are your ovules. Okay, centrally lobed. Okay, so now we will be going ahead and drawing the floral formula.